I didn't like being different at school. I don't think any kid really actually fully enjoys being different at school. I've got a really old drawing that I did of my mum when I was like 10 or 11. That's pretty cool. Where the fuck did I put it? I hope I didn't put it away. That's my mum. I do remember just copying things very early on from age 3 or 4, and my mum was putting up on the fridge and stuff, and it just always kind of made me really happy and really proud that she liked what I did. It sounds really sad, but I didn't really like playing, I just really liked drawing. So to join in, she would draw with me, and whenever she drew with me, if she drew girls, I only found out after getting into tattooing that the way she draws girls are very much Sailor Jerry pinups, because tattooing designs in general in magazines and that stuff, so it's pretty cool that if she was asked to draw a girl, she'd just draw a pinup. And then yeah, that just carried on, and we never really thought I was ever going to do anything else. There was never a question of it, and kind of tattooing found me, thankfully, and this is the way now.
There's kind of different elements to Valerie's style. There's that kind of fantasy side, but then there's the more tattooey side, the way she can just do a really pretty version of some old flash. She's capable of doing something really cute, or something really tough, or something really beautiful, or something. She never does anything ugly, but she can make a witch look cool, or a demon look cool, but it's still beautiful.
Personally, I like to base it on traditional. I do enjoy putting a little bit of extra detail here and there. Bold lines, lots of black shading, bright colours. I really enjoy doing bright colours. I'm not a fan of when people say, oh, can you make it look old? I like brighter the better.
She's a very good illustrator. She knows how to put it down. She ended up with her drawing skills to create what she got at the moment, which is something pretty unique.
Could you hold this? Yeah. Trying to close them both and I can't. Okay, I'll close that one. If you hold this. My name is Valerie Vargas and I tattoo at Frith Street. It's a little tiny shop in a basement in the middle of SoHo. It's a really nice team we have, I think. We all really enjoy each other's companies. We're good friends. And we all respect each other's work.
I want to say we're a street shop. This was the idea behind having the shop the way it is. But we're not a street shop. We do a lot of big work, we do a lot of custom stuff. The majority of the stuff is custom. I can't remember the last time we tattooed something straight out of a flash book or whatever. I think we tattoo more, not our scene, but you know, we tattoo a lot of the, we tattoo a lot of kids. Yeah, show me front, don't be gay. It's the shop that people want and come and get, not necessarily a particular tattoo, but they get a tattoo that's theirs. How old were you when you came and worked at the shop? 24, 25?
No.
Younger? Older?
Well, I've been here 5 years in August, so 25? 26? 25, 26? Yeah, you were only but a young spring chicken when I met you.
Valerie kind of came with Stuart, really. The person who got the job offer was Stuart. I hadn't planned on giving Valerie a job, but we knew that she had a lot of promise. I had always said to myself I wasn't going to employ a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario here, but it seemed the natural choice to get Valerie.
We try and make sure that the grievance is dealt with before we get to work.
You don't want it so that like, I'm not talking to you, I won't pass you the paper.
Yeah, that's fucking rubbish to work with, you know. I mean, that's part of the reason why Danny almost didn't give us a job together, because he'd had that at one point. Nobody can stand our company by each other, so I think that's the only reason why we work out.
Two sad lawns who no one can stand.
I tattoo next to Stuart Robson, of course, always. Like, we seem to be a bit of a kind of, you know, double deal. Like, if you're going to have me, you're going to have him, and so forth. And we really do enjoy, you know, talking over work, and like, if I'm tattooing, he's tattooing, we'll shout over each other or talk to each other's customers. So I really enjoy working next to him.
Sometimes it gets a little annoying. It's like having your own conscience in front of you, and you can't just ignore it. It's there going, come on, you need to do this.
Are you doing any shading in the curly bits, or?
I'm not sure.
Like, is it black and grey shading or colour? Or?
There's some sort there, so I might just leave that one.
I think you should do a full Indian disco ball kind of colour
A
thing.
little portrait of the Ganeshan one of the Vishnu.
Yeah! I don't think she's coming back after this one, Stuart.
But I was always impressed by her drawing skills. She was always so good at drawing, like particularly figurative stuff. The shape of a female body and the way that all the joints fit together, and it was impressive.
Alright, Piers, we've got one more rose to do. And then we'll be done today.
I don't want to say Valerie does our traditional tattooing because it's far from being traditional. Nonetheless, the idea, the way it's, I suppose the execution is very traditional.
I think you deserve a pint and some chocolate.
I will definitely do that.
The designs that Valerie does are still rooted in with good, solid, long-lasting tattoos. She makes it work very, very well. She's just done a back piece, a Rock of Ages back piece. I really like that tattoo. I'd be proud to have that there. I like the lack of space. Do you know what I mean? I like the lack of space. When you look at it, it looks like it's breathing at you. I don't think she would want to say, oh, my style is traditional or my style is. I think her style is a mix of many styles put together. Jack Rudy, Scott Sylvia, Tim Lehigh, Chris Conn. She's taken everything from those people and made things her own.
I started tattooing right after Chris Conn pretty much quit tattooing. I had seen a couple of his tattoos in older magazines. I didn't connect his name, so I wasn't really aware that this guy had been doing all these paintings that I really liked as well. And then when it all clicked in my head, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, you know, and can I get tattooed by him? Oh no, I can't. Never mind. I collected quite a few of his prints. I've got the one that he did for Revisited with all the girl heads and stuff, and I'm sure any tattooer worth his salt has that somewhere and references heavily, you know, and even though I've always enjoyed doing girl heads, it was through that print that I really got it drummed into my head what makes a successful tattooed lady head, all the little tricks and everything, and I just took that and ran away with it and had my own style emerge. I'd like to think anyway. Ooh, voicemail. Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hey, so what's going on?
I booked in the first guy that called, someone you tagged before, Ben.
Yeah.
And he wants a girl head
Yep.
for wolf cowl. Is that okay?
That's okay. I can do that. I honestly don't get tired of doing girl heads. People always ask me, but I love it.
There was a time, like a couple of years ago, that she was doing lots of girls, doing everything, you know, like doing like the hand, holding something, doing something, lots of face expressions.
I did these two on the back of calves on a girl. I didn't do this one. She didn't like that one because she thought it was too much like this one. So I did a different one with more jewellery and different hairstyle and slightly different face. And again, they're the bane of my life. So I get so many people wanting exactly those guys. It's like, you can't have exactly the same thing. That's not how it works.
It's awesome to see someone just grab a style and wrestle with it and twist it and turn it into something else. The thing that maybe sets her apart from the Chris Conn school of tattooing is each one of the faces she draws is different because there's a different mood. And she's really, I think that came from her animation schooling and her love of animation. She'll watch old Disney animations endlessly. And she'll watch Robin Hood again and I can't stand it.
at art school I was studying animation, and it was weird because I always felt like the art kid, and then I moved to Dundee to study art, and then obviously you're not the art kid anymore. You're just one of the art kids. I wanted to do 2D. I've always enjoyed drawing, and right at the time I was learning and I was in that course, 3D started. Toy Story had just come out like the year before, and that was it. That was the beginning of the end. And to actually use a computer as your primary source of creativity, no, not for me. I want to get stuck into something and physically be in charge of it and not having to do it through another medium, which again, for me, tattooing is just perfect. You will sit here and I will cause you pain and you will pay me for it.
That was it. And I'll be thankful.